Hi, welcome back. Happy day 3 of my 12 days of beauty tips. So today what I'm going to be showing you is how to contour very simply. So this is going to be really quick, easy, so that you can incorporate it into your everyday makeup routine. So right now I do have my eyeshadow all done. I have my lips on. I have my foundation on. So whenever I put my foundation on, I always put foundation primer on first. That's so important. Make sure you're priming your face before you add anything else. And then I added my foundation, but as you can tell, my face looks very white. It looks very pale. It's not contoured at all. So adding a little bit of contour will make a huge difference in the way that your makeup looks after you are done. So I know I have showed different ways to contour in the past. You can do this with liquid products, so you can use other foundations, you can use a liquid like a bronzing stick, you can use concealers. There's so many ways that you can contour, and some of those you might prefer. The one I'm going to show you today is the easiest, simplest, most basic way to contour. So this is the one that I typically go for on a day-to-day basis. If I want to do like a full face of glam makeup, then maybe I might try out a little bit of the liquid, or like I said, bronzing, like a cream-based kind of product. However, for the everyday, this is exactly how I contour, and this is how most of my customers contour as well. It's simple, it's easy, so that's what I'm going to be showing you today. And here are the products that I'm going to be using. So we have two different kinds of contour. There's Latte, which is a little bit of a lighter color, and then there's Cocoa, which is the darker contour color. Here is the blush that I'm going to use today, which is simply Rosy, and then here's the highlighter that I'm going to use, and that's Glazed. So you can tell by looking at this that I use Glazed all the time, and I use the Latte all the time. My blushes, I do like to switch up my blushes, so I have a palette full of all the blush colors, so those don't go through quite as quickly as my contour and my highlight that I use every day. So I hope you're excited. Thank you for joining me. If you're tuning in live with me right now, go ahead and let me know you're here. Let me know you're watching. Yesterday, if you watched my video, I put on the back of my hand an eyeliner to show you that it didn't move, and then I forgot to show you by the time I ended up my video. So hopefully today I don't forget, because I put them on and I wait a couple minutes and then I end up forgetting, like, oh shoot, I was supposed to show them that that's not going to budge at all. So today, instead of the brown, I showed you the brown yesterday, I'm going to be showing you, this is the Steely color, which is so pretty. It's like a gray. But anyway, this is a follow-up to yesterday's video. So if you didn't watch yesterday's video, you might be a little confused, but go back, check day 2 out. But the waterproof eyeliners, they don't budge, and neither do the lip liners, and that's what I wanted to show you. So you got to give them about a minute to dry, and then after they dry, they won't move. It's incredible. Also, I want to tell you quickly, as I am going to get started here with my contour, that what I have on my face currently. So in case you have questions about like my eyeshadow combination and my lip combo, I'm going to give those to you as well. All right, first though, let's go ahead and get started with my contour. So all I'm going to use is these 4. I may or may not use a lot of Cocoa. Sometimes I'll just add a little bit of that, but usually you can pick one or the other if you fit into the Latte or the Cocoa. I just have them both in my palette. And then I'm going to use, and this, by the way, is the perfect palette. So if you're looking for a palette to kind of expand your makeup and hold all of your makeup, expand your collection. So this one is, like I said, the perfect palette. It includes, you can fit in here 4 of the blush, highlight, contour. Also, each of these can be an eyeshadow too. So 3 eyeshadows, not 1 eyeshadow, sorry. So here's what it looks like as well with the eyeshadows. So you can see the blush shape is the same as 3 eyeshadows. So they fit lots of little eyeshadows and contours or blushes in there. I love these for when I'm traveling because it's cute on the outside and it's got a mirror on the inside, which makes it really easy to travel with. Ignore that my mirror is all like fingerprints all over it. This one's the bigger one, so this is the Pro palette, and this fits all kinds of stuff in here. So anyway, just to give you an idea of what those palettes are, because I know I show them all the time, but I don't always say what they're called. So anyway, just in case you're wondering. And as you guys hop on here, go ahead and let me know you're here. Let me know you're watching. tell me hi if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. These are recorded every single day for 12 days in December, so I'm going to be posting them on my YouTube channel and my Facebook. So make sure you follow both and turn your notifications on for both so that you get notified. These are the two brushes that I'm going to use today. So this is the cheek brush. You can do contour, blush, and highlight all with the same exact brush. So we are going to contour with this flat side. We're going to use this like meaty middle part for the blush portion. And then this kind of like fanned part on the outside we're going to use for the highlighter. And then we blend everything with the all over powder brush. So that's what we're going to be using today. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get started with the latte. So you can see I'm kind of dabbing it in, like I just said, on that flat edge. So you can see the flat edge has that brown on it. I'm going to find my cheekbone and I'm going to accent right by this cheekbone. So if you don't know where to put that, you can always do the little fish face and go straight up, and that is how you find that. So you want to go right underneath your cheekbone. So we want to kind of make that cheekbone look a little bit deeper, make it like pop a little bit more. So I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to take some, I'm going to put it right on the outer portion of my nose right here. So this is kind of to slim your nose just a little bit. Okay, right on the outside. You can also bring it right across. I'm putting it like right here. So right across that bottom portion. Again, as you guys hop on, go ahead and tell me hi. I see some more of you hopping on here. Tell me hi. Tell me you're watching. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same spot and I'm going to put it right up here along my hairline. This might mess my hair up a little bit, so typically I don't do my hair until after I do my makeup. And this is exactly why, because I like to put this all the way up into my hairline and make sure that it's nice and blended. So I'm just using this brush right now just to kind of do like little circles and blend this out up here. This is going to make your forehead look a little bit smaller. It's also going to just give your face a little bit more color and dimension as well. Okay, so I put that right up along my hairline, and you can put it right in your hairline too. So don't be afraid to like move your hair a little bit and put it right in your hairline. Okay, so we've got it along the forehead line, down the cheekbone, right along the nose. The last place, well, there's a couple more places you can put this. You can put this right underneath your lip if you want to. I already have my lipstick on, so I'm not going to do that. But you can put it right underneath your lip to give it the illusion of a little bit bigger lips. You can also take it and run it right along your chin line here. Your jawline, chin line. That is going to make your face look a little bit slimmer. So if you are looking to kind of have a little bit more of that chiseled jawline, make it pop a little bit more, take that contour and run it right underneath your chin as well. So the place that I never, ever, ever miss is my cheekbones and my forehead line. The nose, under the lip, and underneath the jawline are extra, and you can absolutely do that if you want to. But the two places that I make sure I do every single day is right along my hairline. Again, illusion that your forehead is a little bit smaller than it actually is. And right along my cheekbones right here. So that again is going to give my face a little bit more of that sculpted look. So I'm just using this all over powder brush now just to blend everything out. So I'm just doing like little circles, just kind of blending everything out. And tell me down below too, do you contour every day? And if you do contour, how do you contour? Do you like powders? Do you like the bronzing sticks? Do you like liquid? Tell us down below how you like to contour. So blending, I talk about eyeshadow blending all the time, right? I'm sure if you watch my videos, you're probably like, yeah, Maddie, we get it. You're supposed to blend your makeup. We understand. But it's so important, and it's not just important for your eyeshadow. It's so important for every part of your makeup. So you can always like squeeze this down a little bit too, just to make sure that it's like a little bit smaller, just to blend out some of these areas. So like along my nose, that is what I like to do, is just kind of make it a little bit smaller, just so that it's not blending all over the place. But anyway, blending is so important for every single part of your makeup routine. So make sure that you just, even if you feel like you're over blending a little bit, that's better than not blending enough. So I would rather have you over blend than not blend enough, because you can always add more product. It's a lot harder to take product away than it is to blend more out. So anyway, that's the contour right there. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the blush, and then I'm going to add the highlighter afterwards. So I feel like you can probably already tell a pretty big difference if you've been watching this video from the beginning until right now. I'm sure you can already kind of see that little bit of a difference. My face was all the exact same color previously, which doesn't look normal because truly our skin is not all the same color, right? We have imperfections and we have just different discolorations throughout your skin. So contouring makes it look so natural, and it also makes it look so much nicer. So I always laugh when I see people post things like, you know, like men always get confused because we can contour and change the shape of our face, and it always makes me laugh because it is kind of true. You can really change the shape of your face a little bit. So like I said, I gave myself kind of like cheekbones. I didn't really have those before, so I gave that to myself. I gave myself the illusion of a little bit of a smaller forehead as well. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful for you. Next, the blush that I'm going to use right here, again, it's Rosy Nude. So I'm going to put that in the meaty part of my cheek brush. I'm going to add that right above where I just added that contour. Okay, so right there, just right above there. I always bring the blush up a little bit higher too, just because we don't want the blush to sit right on top of where we just did that contouring. That will make your face look longer. It will make your face kind of like feel a little bit more drawn out and droopy, and we don't want that. So we want to bring that blush up is a little bit higher so that it's lifting your face instead. Okay, again, that was Rosy Nude, and that is a matte blush as well, so there's no shimmer added to that. I am going to add a shimmer because I love shimmer, but right now my contour does not have shimmer, and the blush does not have shimmer either. So right now it's all matte, so if you do prefer just a matte look and you don't want to add any highlighter, you can leave it just like this. Otherwise, if you like the little bit of that shimmer, I love the shimmer. And if you like that, you can always add the highlighter like I'm going to as well. So just blend that out. All right, and as you guys are hopping on here, tell me hi, tell me you're watching, tell me where you're watching from, and tell me if you contour, or if you're scared of it, or if you've never tried it before. Tell me where you're at for contouring. All right, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna add that little bit of that blush, or the little bit of the highlighter. So I'm putting that in the top portion of my brush here, and I'm just going to add that right on top, so a little bit above where I've added that blush color. Just like that. So it's just going to add a little bit of shine to my face. I love shine too because I think it gives a little bit of a glowy look, which is very youthful. Hi Pam, hi. Thanks for joining me. All right, and I'm also just putting a little bit right down the nose line. And then that's it. So it just gives a little bit of a glow. I like the little bit of the highlighter. And again, that highlighter that I used is the Glazed Highlighter. And I will post down below in the comment section all the products that I used on my face today. Let me also tell you what I have on the rest of my face, and then I'm going to show you the eyeliner as well. So on the rest of my face today, for my eyes, I used my Light Ivory Concealer first to give myself a base. I used Biscotti over the top of that just to kind of even everything out again, add a little bit of a powder over the top. Then I used Hazelnut right in the crease line, just like I did yesterday. So very similar to the look that I used yesterday. That's exactly how I did the Hazelnut today as well. So right in the crease line. Then I added Rustic right over the top of it. So yesterday I used Mahogany, which was a matte brown. Today I used Rustic instead. So it was the same like application process, just changed the colors. And then on the lid, I used Gold Status, which is a beautiful gold color. Let me see if I can find it actually. I just had it out. Oh shoot, where did I put that? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, it's right here. So Gold Status is right up here. So it's that beautiful shimmery foily gold color. I love that color, especially for like the holiday time, the fall time. It's beautiful. And then I just used a little bit of Moonstone right in the inner corner and right underneath my brow bone, and that was it. So it was very similar to yesterday's combination that I used. I just added a couple of different colors, but it's the same process that I used yesterday. And then for my lips, I used Subdued Nude lipstick, which is one of my favorites. Let me show it to you on the back of my hand too, so you can see what the color looks like all by itself. So that's Subdued Nude lipstick. And then I put over the top of it my favorite lip gloss ever. This is Nude Blush. It's the best color ever. It's just so nice and natural and pretty. It's got that little tint of pink to it, but it's just got that pretty shine, pretty shimmer. So anyway, that was my lip combination today. So tell me what you think about those down below too. Would you replicate either of those? All right, let me show you the eyeliner now. So yesterday, if you're just now tuning in, I did talk about yesterday how the eyeliner is waterproof and it doesn't budge after you apply it. I put it on the back of my hand and then I forgot to ever show you that it doesn't budge. So I put it back on today and this is steely. And you can see here, I'm like pressing against my hand very hard and it's not budging. So you can, like, I can tug and I can pull and I can rub all over my hand, but this waterproof eyeliner is not budging. And it's the same thing for the lip liners. So the waterproof eyeliners and the waterproof lip liners are incredible. If you have not yet tried them, try them. You will fall in love with them and you will love how they stay on. One last thing that I forgot to mention, that line up there is actually not eyeliner today. I used mahogany eyeshadow as kind of that, just so it's a little bit lighter than the regular eyeliner. It's just got like a little bit of the mahogany blended on top of there. So that's what my look is today. I hope these contour tips are helpful. I get so many questions about how to contour, and so many people say that they've never tried contouring previously. So I didn't want to dive into anything crazy. I know I've shown like the dot method before with the liquid, and I've shown lots of other ways to contour, but this is the simplest, most easy. Everybody can contour like the way that I showed you today. So again, all it takes, I never used cocoa either. It's a little bit darker than I typically use. The latte, you can see how dark that was as I applied it. The cocoa is a little bit darker, so if you want to add that little bit more depth to it too, you can use the cocoa instead. But all I used today for the contouring blush and highlight was I used the Latte Contour, the Rosy Nude blush, and then the Glazed Highlighter. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. Again, today is day 3. If you want to shop any of these items, my link is attached to this video. I will post down below the products that I used, and I hope you join me back here tomorrow for day number 4 out of the 12 days of tips. Beauty tips is what I'm sharing. So thank you guys so much for tuning in with me. Make sure you leave me a comment down below. Let me know you're watching, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.